up, everyone? It's Dave, and we're back with our next reading of the Old Testament. For those who've been following along, you know that we are in the book of Exodus, and today we're going to be reading chapter 22. Now, if you have a Bible and you want to follow along, we're reading out of the New King James Version today. So, chapter 22. We have 31 verses, so it's not too long, right? And then covering the topics of responsibility for property, and moral and ceremonial principles. All right. So remember, if you don't have a Bible, I always want to let you guys know this, but I know it probably gets tiring, but I want you to know. If you don't have a Bible, you can go to Bible.com on any computer and read it for free. You can also do that on your phone, of course. But you can download the YouVersion app on any Android or iOS device and read for free as well there. All right. Cool. Okay, so here we go. If a man steals an ox or a sheep and slaughters it or sells it, he shall restore 5 oxen for an ox and 4 sheep for a sheep. If the thief is found breaking in, and he is struck so that he dies, there shall be no guilt for his bloodshed. If the sun has risen on him, there shall be no guilt for his bloodshed. He shall make a full restitution if he has nothing. Then he shall be sold for his theft. If the theft is certainly found alive in his hand, whether it is an ox or a donkey or a sheep, he shall restore double. If a man curses a field or a vineyard to be grazed and lets loose his animal, and it feeds in another man's field, he shall make restitution from the beast of his own field and the best of his own vineyard. If fire breaks out and catches in thorns, so that stacked grain, standing grain, or the field is consumed, he who kindled the fire shall surely make restitution. If a man delivers to his neighbor money or articles to keep, and it is stolen out of the man's house, if the thief is found, he shall pay double. If the thief is not found, then the master of the house shall be brought to the judges to see whether he has put his hand into his neighbor's goods. For any kind of trespass, whether it concerns an ox, a donkey, a sheep, or clothing, or for any kind of lost thing which another claims to be his, the cause of both parties shall come before the judge, and whomever the judges condemn shall pay double to his neighbor. If a man delivers to his neighbor a donkey, an ox, a sheep, or any animal to keep, and it dies, is hurt, or driven away, no one seeing it, then an oath of the Lord shall be between them both, and he shall not put his hand into his that he has not put his hand into his neighbor's goods, and the owner of it shall accept that, and he shall not make it good. But in fact, if it is stolen from him, he shall make the restitution to the owner of it. If it is torn to pieces by a beast, then he shall bring it as evidence, and he shall not make good what was torn. If a man borrows anything from his neighbor and it becomes injured or dies, the owner of it not being with it, he shall surely make it good. If its owner was with it, he shall not make it good. If it was hired, it came for its hire. If a man entices a virgin who is not betrothed and lies with her, he shall surely pay the bride price for her to be his wife. If her father utterly refuses to give her to him, he shall pay money according to the bride price of virgins. You shall not permit a sorceress to live. Whoever lives with an animal shall surely be put to death. Whoever lies with an animal shall surely be put to death. He who sacrifices to any god except to the Lord only, he shall be utterly destroyed. You shall neither mistreat a stranger nor oppress him, for you were strangers in the land of Egypt. You shall not afflict any widow or fatherless child. If you afflict them in any way, and they cry at all to me, I will surely hear their cry, and my wrath will become hot, and I will kill you with the sword. Your wives shall be widows, and your children fatherless. If you lend money to any of my people who are poor among you, you shall not be like a moneylender to him. You shall not charge him interest. If you ever take your neighbor's garment as a pledge, you shall return it to him before the sun goes down. For that is his only covering. It is his garment for his skin. What will he sleep in? And it will be that when he cries to me, I will hear, for I am gracious. You shall not revile God, nor curse the ruler of your people. You shall not delay to offer the first of your ripe produce and your juices. The firstborn of your sons you shall give to me. Likewise you shall do with your oxen and your sheep. It shall be with his mother 7 days. On the 8th day you shall give it to me. You shall be holy men to me. You shall not eat meat torn by beasts in the field. You shall throw it to the dogs. All right, there's some more little different topics there, but still interesting, I think. All right, thanks so much for joining me today. I hope you guys have an amazing weekend. Remember, do something for yourself, right? Do something that makes you better. And then, of course, spend some time with God. And don't forget to go to church. It's not you don't, I'm not even going to get into it. You should go to church, all right? It's a spiritual feeding, all right? Thanks so much from Central Texas. God bless.
When life keeps falling and wonder where he is in all this mess, he's right there to guide you. Unseen, you're not alone.